job out there, Carter. Just hope it makes a difference.
Mein Gott! Be careful mit that alium! We must have the utmost caution.
Things seem scattered. What's going on?
Herr Volkers had my best men working on a special edition for the Avenger. I hardly have time for our latest breakthrough.
Another breakthrough. Seems like there's a new invention every time I walk in here.
Yeah, but nothing like this. After working with Dr. Hera, I believe we have made progress towards a cure for the sleepwalkers.
A cure? That's big news, Doc.
Quite. I only wish I had time to be there for its first test. To be honest, I barely have time to be talking with you.
You said you're adding something to the Avenger. Isn't a flying saucer impressive enough?
I apologize, William, but Director Falk has demanded total secrecy on this project. Even the different teams do not know the full details of how their creations will be used.
That doesn't inspire a lot of trust, Doc.
I understand, William. I truly do. But Herr Falk saw how information about the Avenger got out, and he has no intention for that to happen once again.
Suppose I can't blame him. So you think you have a cure for the sleepwalkers?
One of Dr. Weir's projects involves disrupting the connection to Mosaic. With some minor modification, and the medical assistance of Dr. Hera, I believe it could partially reverse the effects of the infection.
Even a partial cure is better than nothing. Can I do anything to help?
Actually, yes. Dr. Hera has asked if you could assist with the first human test.
Why me? I'm no doctor.
I do not know his reasonings, but I'm inclined to trust his judgment. If you have time, of course.
To find a cure, I'll make the time.
Wunderbar. He is preparing in the observation lab, and when you are finished, I would appreciate your report.
We've both got a lot to get done.
Indeed, William. In the next hours, we will decide the course of human history.
One way or another.
Carter, just how many of these fellows have you run into? Let's see what we can do. Only the city has a spare one.
It's working.
Yes. Good thing I disabled the weapon system, huh?
You really think we can realign these things to help in the field?
Maybe. Or at least we can learn more about their weaknesses.
Kevin?
Officer, I trust the infiltrator is secure.
Oh, he's been an absolute pussycat since you killed Axis. Can't tell what's gotten into him, but either way, he's secured.
Strange, but I won't complain. Just watch yourself with him.
Of course, sir. Vigilance is my watchword.
Okay then. And how are you holding up?
Oh, that's a little more complicated.
We can't afford to take chances this close to launch. If there are any security concerns, I need to know.
Believe me, I know. And the entire security team is on high alert. Enemy has yet to find our location, but we've been putting in defenses to prepare for the day they do.
Good to know, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Security can't afford to be optimistic in something like that, sir.
I'm not sure I trust him being this quiet. He might be planning something.
I don't think so. He hasn't said a word to anyone, and he's barely eaten anything. And he's still disconnected from Mosaic.
Maybe he's sick or... hell, I don't know.
Ever since he heard you got access, it's like he's waiting for something.
I wonder how he'll respond if we shut down Mosaic.
When, sir? Not if. I know you'll do it.
I heard about your family troubles. Any improvement?
Oh, Percy and his team brought my girl back, along with the rest of the family. It was nice to have a chance to talk with her before the infection got too bad.
I know how tough that can be. But don't worry, she's in good hands.
Oh, I know. It's just that, well, my parents were staying with her. And they were drinking the same water she was.
Oh.
We don't know how much time they've got left. Maybe it won't even hit them, but at least they're here.
I've got to get going.
Of course, sir. Go and put an end to this war. For all of us.
William Carter, it is you.
You're not normally like this.
I am not sure. I was having visions of Axis, of origin, of my people.
Dreaming, huh?
Perhaps that is the name for it. It has been more intense since I was disconnected from Mosaic.
You mentioned your dreams. What do you see in them?
My people, rushing forward like a tide on the ocean, surging across your world and building everywhere they touch.
Sure sounds like your war plan.
There is no stopping them. They are an endless mass, and above them all stands Origin, gleeful, turning your world into a husk, just like we did to our own.
That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna make sure of that.
I know you mean to destroy Mosaic and free us from Origin, but I fear that will not be enough.
But it'll make a difference. One step at a time. How are things for you here?
Some of the scientists are curious and cruel. The guard, Richard Rose, he attempts to protect me. It is appreciated, but insulting to a warrior.
Good to hear. We need your insight if we're gonna save our people, and convince them to accept your people as refugees.
I will assist you in any way I can.
What should I expect on your homeworld?
Why would you need to know that?
Because it's time we took the fight to them.
This is a foolish thing you do, William Carter. Even the most remote parts of our home are protected.
We've taken precautions. Just tell me what to expect.
It has been so long since I saw my home. Decades of war on other planets, only sharing memories of what we fought for. Towers jutting into the sky, gunships patrolling every sky lane, and always poison in the air, in the water, and in our minds.
I see.
Pain, William Carter. You should expect pain.
Get your rest. Sounds like you need it.
Thank you. But the visions of your planet, perhaps, if you can stop Origin.
Delirium like this, we could provide enough power to light all of New York in the next few weeks.
That's assuming New York is left in a few weeks.
Well, that part's out of my hands.
Good. Heinrich finally sent you. Let's get started.
How am I supposed to help? You're the doctors here, not me.
The treatment has to attack the infection in a few ways. Medically, technologically, and psychologically. You're here for the last part.
Look, I'm glad there's a cure, but I don't understand what you need me for.
One of the things that baffled us about the infection is that even when we cleared up all of the symptoms, the patient still wouldn't respond to external stimuli. Eventually, we discovered that a psychological connection was necessary for recovery.
Psychological connection? What do you mean?
We need someone the patient knew to help bring them back. Records show that our test subject, DaSilva, worked with...
You're experimenting on DaSilva?
Yes. He may be a sleepwalker, but he's still an XCOM agent. That means taking risks. I'm sure he'd agree if he could communicate.
If it means bringing back DaSilva, I'm in. What happens if this doesn't work?
Physically, he'll be fine. But every time we attempt this without him recovering, he slips further and further.
Then let's get it right the first time.
Sounds like a plan.
So what will I be doing in there? I'm no surgeon.
Nurse Campbell will be handling all of the medical procedures and assisting you. We just need you to be an active participant and be ready to respond as he begins to come around.
What should I expect?
It's sort of like waking a sleeping child. They're trapped in a dream world, and you have to bring them out of it. Give them a reason to wake up.
Hell, why don't you just smack them? Always worked on me when I was a kid.
No. It can't be that violent or distressing. Try something friendlier. Something to draw them out.
I'm not known for being friendly, Doc.
I've heard. But too much pressure and they might retreat back to the dream world. Apparently, Mosaic has built quite a comforting prison in their heads.
Sounds cozy. I can see why they wouldn't want to come back into this world.
It's like breaking an addiction. You need to help them. But you have to be stern. But not so much that you drive them back.
Friendly, stern, but not too stern. Got it. Let's get to it. If you're right, this should be easy.
If it were easy, we would have cured it a long time ago, Carter.
Now hold still.
Looks like my time is up.
Not today, it isn't. He's all ready. Try talking to him.
How are you doing, pal?
Goodbye, Carter.
Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere, Nico.
Carter. Good.
No response. Reapplying. Try him again.
How are you doing, pal?
Goodbye, Carter.
Come on, DaSilva. It's time to wake up now.
Just leave me.
Pulse is up slightly. You're getting through to him. Go on.
Come on. It's time to wake up, DaSilva.
No. More war.
Come on, DaSilva. You don't want to miss humanity's finest hour, do you?
Yes. Yes. Got to get up.
Keep going. Almost there.
That's right. You've got to wake up, DaSilva.
Got to get up. Yes.
You can't give up now.
Carter, I had the weirdest nightmare.
You've got him, Carter. He's awake.
What happened?
We'll tell you all about it, but first, we need to get you back to health.
Carter, I owe you another one, don't I?
Try not to talk now. You've lost a lot of strength. Heinrich will want to know about this.
Nice job, Carter. Looks like you were just what he needed. Well done. It won't be easy, but you just proved we can cure the sleepwalkers. Give Heinrich my congratulations.
Why would we be refining Illyrium to this degree? It's far too unstable to be used in a simple generator.
Oh, I just assumed it was for a bomb.
What? No. That can't be right.
It's really quite obvious. Some sort of nuclear Illyrium bomb. Personally, I call it a nuclearium bomb.
But a bomb? Where would we even...
We're at war, right? I'm sure they'll find somewhere to bomb.
Ah, William. Good news, I hope. Come.
I was wondering about this project.
Yeah? I trust you're not finding the work too difficult.
No, I'm just not sure why we need to manufacture an Illyrium bullet at all, much less one of this enrichment level.
I understand your confusion, but I assure you, it is all according to the plan.
If you say so, but,
And if I were you, I would be careful who you spoke to about such projects. Director Folk takes security very seriously.
It was touch and go for a while, but the cure worked.
Excellent. If the underlying process is successful, then perhaps we can find a solution for the messes.
I sure hope so. You can't get me to be friendly to everybody in the world.
I was surprised we were able to get you to do so for even one.
Back to work.
Hey, Carter. You really going out in the Avenger? Things must be getting desperate out there.
I still say there's gotta be a way to stop them here. You can't face them head on, and there's just too many of them to fight one mission at a time. Guerrilla tactics? Doesn't work when the population gets infected.
Anyone tried talking with them?
The town outside Ottawa tried. No survivors.
And it sounds like we've only got one chance.
I know.
Good luck out there, Carter. And bring me back some snapshots of the building.
Operatives and survivors are encouraged to drink only trusted sources, such as collected rainwater.
Good, you're here. I need a word.
This always was a nice office.
Had to be. Falk spent more time here than in his own bed.
So, who's getting the boss's desk?
Hey, don't you start. I still think they're coming back.
You would. But me, I'm a realist.
No, you're an opportunist.
Maybe. But an opportunist with a nice desk for the end of the world.
Tell me again how it happened. We're taking cover behind the crates when suddenly my mind was just full of this one idea. Over and over again. And what was that idea? Team leader is an enemy. Kill him. Over and over. He's an enemy. Kill him. But I wasn't the one thinking it. And what did you do then? I didn't do it. That's not the story I hear from forensics or from your remaining squad mate. It was my arm and my gun, but I wasn't the one who did it. I know what those bastards can do to a man. But from now on, any other teammate is only going to see you as a liability in the field. I know, sir. I'm reassigning you to base duty, something quiet, away from the action. You'll also see the counselor 3 times a week for therapy and monitoring, in case there are long-term effects. Understood, sir. Thank you, sir. It's just... that wasn't me. I couldn't have done a thing like that. You're in a war. That's what we all tell ourselves.
Room won't look the same without the director in it, glowering at us.
If they don't come back, there'll be no one left to glower at.
Angie, how are you doing with everything that happened?
Axis is dead. As for Pete, I lost him years ago, Will. This was just the final goodbye.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. Now, let's get back to work. We don't have much time.
What do you mean?
We were right. This attack is the precursor for a larger one. The rest of their forces will be here in hours. A day, if we're lucky.
Anything else useful? Weapon schematics, weaknesses, that sort of thing?
No obvious weaknesses, if that's what you mean. Axis was head of their invasion, so he knew everything about their troop strength and deployments.
That ought to give the analysts something to work with.
Not that we have any time. The main force will be here within a matter of hours.
Better than nothing. We can send word to evacuate while we try to shut down their command.
Exactly. Meanwhile, Weir is calculating exactly where we'll be going.
This strike sounds like it'll be a one-way trip.
Maybe. I'm not going to worry about it. If we die, we die. I'm going to make sure that Origin comes with us.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
I've lost as much as anyone in this war, and I'll damned well be there to finish it.
You find what you were looking for back there?
I knew putting him down wasn't going to change much. It won't bring anyone back, but I can sleep a little easier. Thanks, Will, for giving me that chance.
I want you to know. What happened with your brother back there?
Will, it's okay. You were right. It had to be done.
I only hope you'd do the same for me if it came down to it.
If it's you, I won't have to think twice.
Ah, thanks.
But thank you, Will. And I'm sure Pete would thank you too.
There's not a lot of time.
Understood. Go check on Weir for the target's coordinates. I'll be ready when you are.
Recon mention anything about a fire, Carter?
Yeah, but Falk assured me it was outside the area of operation.
You're awfully trusting, Carter.
Trust has nothing to do with it. Fire or no fire, our job is to find the Mosaic Spire and poison it.